My mouth will speak words of wisdom, words that heal, words that give life. I'll speak with love, speak with kindness, build each other up. In Him we strive. The meditation of my heart, it's full of peace and light. Abundance comes when I align with truth, His ways, and what is right. Let the words I speak be true. Let them build and not divide. Let my heart be pure and full of grace, and His love let me abide. As I think, so I will be. Reflect His light for all to see. Words of life from my heart to Thee. Glory to God eternally. No unwholesome talk will leave my lips, only what's good to heal the soul. I'll speak with grace, I'll speak with care, that those who listen may feel whole. For as I think Him of my heart, so I'll walk in His truth each day, filling my mind with what is pure. In His presence I will stay. Let the words I speak be true. Let them build and not divide. Let my heart be pure and full of grace, and His love let me abide.
Good
As I
evening, my
think, so
people.
I will be. Reflect His light for all to see. Words of life from my heart
I
to
wanted to
Thee.
come
Glory
earlier,
to
but
God
I didn't make it.
eternally.
So, but I'm happy that
Whatever
I
is
was even
lovely,
able to
whatever
come
is
live
right,
at all.
I'll keep my
Good
thoughts
evening,
fixed
everybody.
on the
Welcome,
light.
welcome.
Noble and pure, full of His peace. In His presence I find release. Think on what's good, think on what's true. Fill your heart with all He's due. Let your mouth speak life, let it speak grace. Shine His love, seek His face. Let the words I speak be true. Let them build and not divide. Let my heart be pure and full of grace. In His love let me abide. As I think, so I will be. Reflect His light for all to see. Words of life from my heart to Thee. Glory to God eternally. My
Good
mouth
evening,
will speak
everybody.
words of wisdom. The meditation of my heart gives me peace. In His love I will be whole. Words of life, they set me free.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome, 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 welcome. Yeah, I'm trying to do some final setting. I just decided to come anyway, like because time will just be going. Good evening, my people. I welcome every one of you that is joining me this evening, wherever you are joining me for. I appreciate you all. So, this issue of this woman and what happened to her, I've been kind of responding on comments that people were making, and I'm beginning to wonder, like, like, where is the mind? Is it that the people don't have the mind? Like, I don't know. Like, it's not everybody, of course. There are some people that the first thing that goes to their mind is what about? Like, how can you be talking about what about in a case like this? It's not about what about. You have to look at what has happened, and as a human being, show the normal outrage for what has happened and call for justice. Show empathy for what has happened. But if your first deflection is what about, then you are guilty. It means you are beating your wife at home. Anybody that you see that their first instinct is like, what about, what? What is wrong is wrong. What about the woman that is doing violence on a child? Is wrong. What about the woman that is cheating? It is wrong. We are talking about murder. We are talking about somebody carry fuel and pour on somebody, and the person is died. It's somebody that is in the prime of their life, and you are doing what about? You really need to go home and think, pour water on your head, and call God to pray on your head. If you are one of the people who their first thinking is, what about? What is this? That's not even the point. The point is not about, oh, she's cheating. That's not the point. So because of that, I don't even know where that came into. Because when I first saw that news, I went to the page of this woman, the actuality of Ife, that is from Anambra, the Anambra State Commissioner for Welfare. That woman is doing a great job. So I was like, okay, let's go there and see. You know, let's go to the video, and so that you can listen it to yourself. I played the one of the man, and you will see that, like, I don't know, where is that story coming from. The story is coming from people who are beating their wives, and immediately such a topic comes up, they go on defense. Nobody have accused them, or their own have not come to light, but immediately something like that happen, they just go on defense and say, oh, what about, why? Because that's what they are doing at home. That's what they are doing. That's why their first deflection is what about. Good evening. Good evening, Igwe. Good evening, Herbert. I greet you. Ali Gaba, good evening. Good evening, my people. So, this story of this woman is touching a very raw point. And if you notice, this is people from a section of the society that are hammering on what the woman did. Nobody's talking about the immorality of what she did. We are at the point of talking about the criminality of what the husband did. That should be your focus as a normal human being. But if your first focus is, but that woman that is, we're talking about a human being, not a bed sheet that you are going to lay on. That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about your property that you bought and it did not please you and you decide to burn it down. We're talking about a complete human. Huh? Okay, let's listen to the like, I'm so disappointed in a lot of you guys. I don't know. Like, how can you, as a human being, how can you even be thinking like that? How can you be thinking? They are talking about somebody that look at a fellow human being, carry fuel, pour it, go and look for lighter, come and light it. And your first deflection is that woman. Why? Are you beating your wife? That's definitely what it is saying. It's telling us that you are beating your wife. And when you hear something like that, you remember, oh, it's like they are going to come to my house and find out what is going on in my house. And then you go on a defense. Because normally a natural reaction will be, oh my God, who does that? Oh, this is so sad. That is a normal, natural reaction to such an event. Are you getting me? So I want us to listen to the video of the child and somebody that was there, or someone that has access to the family.
Nne daalụ biko kedu onye bụ them agbata obi. Are you a neighbor to them?
Let me start from beginning again.
Nne daalụ biko kedu onye bụ them agbata obi. Are you a neighbor to them?
No, my church member.
You heard what happened?
I went there for hospital yesterday.
So, have they been having a problem?
I don't know for that one.
They've never complained to you people in the church. Okay, violence. How active was the man or before now in the church activities?
Honestly, if I was on the room now, the man passed me,
No.
because when the woman, yes, is my
Church member.
It's our choir leader, self. It's our choir leader. When I hear this, it's still very surprised. But when I reach, I ask this boy, so they say that it's not allowed after they don't let to visit. So I don't know about that.
What's the name of the church?
Redeem.
Redeem.
Are you hearing? The woman is a member of the Redeemed Church, and this woman here is the pastor or like a church member. She has come and she was even the one that was there with them. You see? So obviously, I believe her being a church person played a role in her staying there and, ending up in the way she did. I think so.
Like how Roneka that digging when kid.
I'm not sure what is it. Has she ever complained of violence she's suffering in the hands of the husband to you people in the church? Probably because the husband is not active.
All of a sudden, nobody know again, you see?
Okay. No. You know, but Hannah won't bottle. One no mgbe enwere mkpọtụ
So brother
bịarumenye otu ọkụ unu sunu paaki ya ife ọkụ ya a na-abịa ituru ụmụ so ya ka unu echu n'eluigwe kwa dị nni ọ ga-adị mma inugo nna ọ ya adị mma o say that
See, her last children, they are twins. They are like just 5 years old. So this woman have 5 boys. And she has to look for what they will eat because the man doesn't have anything to do.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. 5 boys.
See them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A young lady that has 5 boys to feed. Where will she have the time to go and look for man? And if she finds man, why will she live in this condition?
Bless him with 5 boys.
Huh?
So why the violence? Issue of anger.
And a normal woman being that
Madam Commissioner,
that think.
What is your assurance towards this? Is justice going to come, or it will be swept under?
That. No. Justice must take its course. There's no two ways about that. And I'm using this opportunity to talk to people out there, all of us. Don't take laws into your hands. That you have anger issue, people shouldn't talk. We know him when he's angry, or we know her when she's angry. She can do anything. There's nothing you do that will not have consequence. That's the truth. So you don't get yourself into this kind of mess. See, the man is not going to come out and watch these children grow. But definitely the children must grow. And then they will be established. Their destiny, by the grace of God, they're going to have it and get it fulfilled.
Okay, finally, Madam Commissioner, do you have any knowledge where the man is currently?
And from what I heard, that he went and reported himself to the place in Oka.
Okay. He reported himself to the place at Abagana.
Okay, thank you so much.
Because when anger, you allow anger to.
Listen, oh my friend, I know about you about Belekiti for buy. So more boy about my mother boy about my father boy about you. I'm not Italian, I'm not what they are about boy about. Like I'm asking now an avatar of a big deal. So, oh yeah, dear about me na neighbor. Oh yeah, look all the so the woman suffered. She suffered and suffered and suffered. My own witness. 1 at 4 o'clock, all go the engine. Buckets are 9 or not engine. I met him, Mama. Sim Mama. Na what you are a day be. Sim Mana, na petty business on him and on a fly plantain. Yes, not a fly plantain. Mana plantain knife for no this plantain like 29, let's say 15,000 on our bamboo. On 29 December, on a complaint. Now, I encourage you, say, no one able easy.
So, maybe
yes, man, I should be a singing care. You put some 5 children. See, I'm one. What do you my ear? Okay, I'm good in the Obama. See, no one woman. On with it, not direct. The woman went all over seeing or one jet, and seeing you to Tonataba. Man, I'm Rosie can cast me because of Ka ịnatagodi di ga mara ebe nche iche nke ọkụwa ọnụ gị ọ bụrụ na ọ plancha gị gbatafu ọdọ enye kwuru efe nwere ọkụ.
That's okay.
But it's well. Mommy, I'm so grateful. God bless you, my darling.
Yeah, so I decided to play this video because of the people that somehow they lost their conscience, and all they can talk about is oh, she's cheating. Like, look at the condition where the woman is living. Just look at the condition of that place. He's saying she's cheating. And they said when she married, that they didn't have space there. She have to come back to her own mother's village. That's where they gave her small space. She built that small shack that they are living. She's trying her best. She's grinding things morning, evening. She has 5 boys. If you have boys as children, you know how they eat, how they feed. Like a young woman that have 5 children, 5 boys for that matter, he cannot be thinking about going to cheat. Even if he cheats, let's even say even if he cheats. So if you want to tell me now that she cheats, that's why you have to pour fuel on her. But how that cheating conversation came into this thing is what is the wickedness that I cannot explain, because it's a wicked person that carried that cheating talk and put inside, because normally there was no space for it. There was no room for it, because the woman went to the house and they were saying what happened. All of a sudden they just carry cheating topic inside. There was nowhere that they talk about cheating. I don't know what happened from where they have that story, they put it inside. Oh, she's cheating. The woman you can see is clearly suffering. Look at where she's living. Look at where she's living. The shack with 5 boys to feed. Look at the boys that she's feeding. They can't even really explain their, boys, they're just there like that. Look at the condition that they are living. The last boys, they are like 5 years. They are twins, boys. And the next thing that comes to anybody, like, I don't want to pray for anybody, but this kind of thinking deserves to pray for such person that see this kind of evil and is doing whataboutism. And what about the church? What about it? What about it? That is rubbish. That is rubbish. Think about what we are talking about. Let me bring another video where when they went to the house, because now it's like they want to use this cheating topic to kind of close the case and say, okay, let the man have an anger issue. It's not about anger, it's a murder case. You murder somebody else, a whole human being, the mother to 5 children. You rob them of their mother in such a brutal manner. So some of the Anambra women have come out. So some Anambra women came to yeah, so this is what the response I expect in something like this happen. This is the kind of respect that woman deserve. Some outrage for something like that, so that somebody will know not to be doing what about, like, anybody that do that what about is it, go inside your room and slap yourself. You need a slap therapy. It's not a normal way of thinking. When you are looking at this kind of event and you should be angry. You should think, who is doing such a thing? It's evil. And you call yourself a Christian, and you call yourself a human being, and your first line of thought is, what about, but she's cheating. Where did cheating come in all of this conversation? That somebody killed somebody and you are thinking about it. So this response from Anambra women is the kind of response that you expect, that the women will go out and say, no, we don't want this. We don't accept this. It's unacceptable for us. Yeah. So I want to play the video where the commissioner went to the house of that woman after that thing happened. You understand me? Yeah, so let me play the video again.
Ya no ka na achụ no. Ke ụmụ nwaanyị ahụ. Okay. Ngwa na. Oh, first lady, I found with you be now. More commissioner for women affairs. Anambra State. Munya governor is in the movie. I can fool.
So she's going to their house now with them. I don't know where that talk enter into some people's head. This is crazy. The woman, she came back with her children and her family to her own mother's side, and this is where she's living. Look at this shot. They just give them this small space.
How many rooms do you
Ah.
have? One. Okay. I remember.
He said they should explain what happened.
School can be on the marriage. One of my neighbors,
He said he went to
hospital. That's what it's like.
Then your father, and weapon so.
And because that day, knowing what about around so, but that night, when so, one argument, one was in school. Was in
Mommy can have on a punching, okay? So, Hannah, one no totally see or total and them weather. Okay. Get your dad in them. Why have my guitar punching there?
She grinds something. That's the business.
Okay. They're back over. Okay, about uno rent the rent.
About like the mommy or what the other.
Oh, one night the time there. No, get it?
See the twins.
first
Somebody
lady.
have twins.
Can I have my phone?
Twins.
First lady and the boy.
These twins, they are not more than 5 years. These
Here,
two twins here, they are not. Where is your empathy for this woman? Where is the empathy you want for this woman? Look at the two small children, twins, for that matter, that she left behind now. You are talking about cheating. Somebody that just gave birth to twins and she's looking for what to feed them with.
So, Honorary
What has
Western
happened to
Mobile
the mind of the people?
Come for you. Kuno ni anke wiki kuno oku. Kuno kasie ni hemera. Kuno malona violence is not the best. Violence in any way is nature abroad the best. Mother kusibiti ya kama be hama. And more uno one kuno de.
And the fight. We know.
Okay.
Yeah, that is scrap.
Okono na toto kwa alumi.
The pig scrap.
Ibuka nwaka ka afọ ma omege blessing
It's even my name say
Obi ọzọ Sunday nwaka ndị Abagana ewe.
Then since ya mere ụmụnne daju na abịago.
Si aka m.
Ya bụ nwoke bụrụ nwanyị.
Exactly, that should even be the case. Where will the cheating? Look at, like, when you are looking at the situation, be asking yourself, where is the talk of cheating? Boys.
That's why I make it out. Ndị agbata obi, ndị ụmụnna. Obodo na ọsị aka amụ. Anyị enwe ụmụnna. Enwebere ụmụnna bịara phone.
Where the man is from, they even rejected him. He's an only child. His siblings have all Kpaid. They don't have space here. It's the woman that still carry herself and come to her grandmother's village where she's in Wadiala to come and be living there with him.
Making that dig and I know before now.
Oh, once I know never. According to put in Cosmo and which I'm 15 years now, daddy will chop a but so mom will raise the boat. the one usually go to PM, but that is according to what they were saying. So me, I was not sure.
Okay, now, Omanu Koka is what to that the opinion about violence.
Me, I'm still trying to hear where they had the version of violence inside all this thing.
Kede ono totwa abuno na isomake no na hospital. Okay. Around what time class you know?
That 2-3. I'm not sure the mean time, but that 2-3.
So I'm just playing this video again so that those people that said, oh, she, that the only conversation they are having is we are talking about somebody that committed this kind of criminality. It doesn't even matter if a woman did it, it's wrong.
So for
44.
No. People who are the nurse, 38, 39, all of them. Why you go in the nurse?
Okay, that's the hospital.
But the hospital, the doctor now
he said the man carry bottle and hit the bottle, hit the woman. The woman diverted it. So who brought the bottle? Who brought the bottle to hit the woman on the head? Yeah, so I don't even know what is even the conversation about. So, Igwe, are you beating your wife? That's the question you should be asked. I need to ask you at this point, because I've never seen this kind of cold lack of empathy. What are we even talking about? I want to play the video where the continuation of this video where they also went ahead to say the man has been violent with the woman. Because when you are violent and you are beating someone and you are doing, like, the thing will be like, it's like what you are doing is not having impact. You'll be looking like, what can I do again? Like, I need to, like, you'll be thinking, what can I do again? That's what caused this kind of a thing. You know, that's why the man will need to go to that extreme. I'm coming. Let me play that video again from this woman's page where they went there. They were talking about it, and yeah, it was there. Some of the people that came with them actually give account that it's happening in the family there before, that the man is violent towards the woman and her siblings. They know. I'm trying to find that video.
My name is
Samuel Aneche. Oh, get all the woman call.
This is my step sister.
Okay.
Oh, the Catholic neighbor. That's right. In President government to the best to see you. Because we want to complete all these because this kind of thing, no, what's up. So
it's not a good omen that you will say it has been happening, you know.
That's why we go to the complain.
Amen. This thing now.
All of them know what that is passing. But maybe they have told her.
Child, the first son of the woman. So right now that we're here, we don't want to go mayor. These children won't be in Chicago. So there's a place. Kids. Nothing else. Yes. For the suspect, the law definitely is good.
There's a place in this video, but I don't know exactly at what point.
This kind of thing, no,
that this woman here was. I'm trying to get to that point. because I'm just playing it from their website.
Biological sisters.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, they know.
Okay, here.
And
We are not aware.
This one said he's not
probably
aware.
because of a Christian faith, she decided not to complain, not to speak up.
I know the woman with the breadwinner.
And the woman with the breadwinner.
Woman is the breadwinner, sir.
Not that.
Looking for what the boys
You know, you put that picture on
Sorry, she has been
Yes,
complaining.
now.
She has been complaining. She complained to her biological sisters.
Correct.
Okay.
Say
Yeah,
she
they
has
know.
been complaining.
So she was-
Exactly. This is the point I was waiting for. That the woman is the breadwinner of that family, and she has been complaining to her sisters. Look at what she's going through, and they will be telling her, where is she going to leave the boys to? The man, his hand is not strong. She's just there trying to survive, doing small petty trading to support. The house they are living is in her own mother's village, because the man, where he's coming from, he don't have any space, just empty. Like, what did she find go marry that kind of person? I don't know.
was like that she just can't leave because of the kids.
Yeah, 5 boys.
Yeah, so
Can't
she
leave
was like
because
she
of
cannot
the
leave because of the kids and all that. But they are aware because there was a point in time you have to use bottle and
He said that.
yeah.
Hold on.
So he used the bottle to break her head, and after a while
Did you hear it now, Igwe Abuchi? He said he used the bottle to break her head. You see that, when you stay in a violent marriage and they are beating you every day, the children become numb. They are not even interested. It will be like a mumu something. They will just be doing their thing, say, is it that one? That's how they do. See that boy, he's 17 years. Normally, he's supposed to be in a place that he's outraged. He should be in defense of his mom. At that age, his mind is supposed to be there, like, what is my father doing? But he's so disassociated because it's so common. He's been numbed, and maybe the man will be beating him too. So he's so numb, like you can see his account is not coordinated. He wants to reach it here, and then he miss it, and then he use the bottle to eat it. But here you can hear that the man actually break the woman's head with the bottle. You understand? So at the end of the day, people just brought cheating inside it. Like, even if she was cheating, like, what is the connection? It doesn't make sense. Really, people need to check their mind how it is working. It's really very sad.
kids and all that. But they are aware because there was a point in time you have to use bottle and
He said that.
yeah.
Hold on.
So he used the bottle to break her head, and after a while again he had to use a machete and flog her back. So the siblings, the biological siblings are aware.
He used bottle break her head. She did not go. He used cutlass flog her back. He did not go. And finally, he used petrol. He pour lighter. And what is the conversation about? She cheats. She's not a bed sheet. She spread herself. She's doing like this. And nobody's looking at a young woman that is not even up to 40, that have 5 boys, that is looking for what they will feed with, because the man, his hand is not strong. The man is only interested in inside under bed to do. That's why he's producing boys. Only what he's interested, go and work and provide for your family. He cannot. He has nothing to give. When they started asking, they say, how much do you give the children for food every day? He has nothing to say. He has nothing to say. This young woman is strong. She's grinding something. She's cooking. She's doing planting. And he knows. Somebody that have small children like this, where will she have time to go and look for man? And if she go and look for man, will she be coming back and be living in this kind of place? Like, I mean, where is your humanity? Where is your humanity? All the struggle and suffer this woman suffer for nothing. Look at the people she suffer for. Now, they are there now. Somebody that don't even know her condition, he has come out. He has not come out and say, yeah, why? This one now maybe he's presenting himself so that they'll give him money so that they should be taking care of the children. So Igwe Abuchi, did you hear it that he used cutlass and flog her back? He break bottle on her head. Did you hear it? Does it make it better for you? Do you begin to see the woman as a human being that is worthy of her life, that is deserving of the life God gave her? Huh?
But this tonight, what happened to this case?
Okay.
Yeah, what, are you married? Okay, yeah, how many children, please?
Okay, what do we take these children first? Anyway, when I say about on Iduga.
You know, the sad situation is the country itself doesn't even have a welfare system, a system that, you know, takes care of things like this. You know, and you have a repressive culture that see women as not human, complete human. They don't see women as complete human, and so when such a tragedy happen, they deflect the conversation to feel better, because that's what they are doing in their own homes. They deflect the conversation. You know, you can only beat somebody you feel you have power over, and that is why over the course of history, who you can beat is who you feel you have power over. You cannot go on the street and say a fellow man talk to you the way you don't like, and then your first reaction is to beat him up. No. Such people, if they see a woman outside and the woman is responding to them, they may want to beat her, you know, but they will never do that with a man. And the same way, like when the church started doing persecution, they started with women. They do it with women and children. You understand? So that's why I advocate for no beating. Don't beat your children. Don't beat your wife. Because when you are beating the child in the name of discipline, you transfer it to the woman. You transfer, like, you know, there is so much aggression in the country. You understand? Human rights, respecting human dignity and boundary, it starts from childhood. When you respect the children and your form of discipline is not visiting violence on them, you begin to remove yourself from that method of violence. Are you getting me? So there's too much violence. And it doesn't make it better if you see a woman now that they say a woman mistreat a child. It doesn't make it better. It's wrong. And she should suffer for her crime. Yeah, it's criminal. It's not about, oh, what you're doing is not good, or it's not a feeling something. It's wrong. It's a crime you have committed against that person when you cross your boundary and visit violence on somebody else. And this is what this kind of story should teach, that when you are beating somebody, you can literally kill the person. Like at the time you start going violent against somebody, it's like you are about to kill the person. And everybody should take notes and be guided. That should be the conversation, you know. That should be the conversation. That man has killed somebody. He's a murderer. He doesn't have anything to explain. If you kill somebody, you are a murderer. You don't have anything to explain. Are you getting it? Like, where is your mind? Are you okay? Somebody kill somebody, you are saying you come out to explain. Explain what? When you have killed somebody, what is there to explain? What is there to explain? It's murder, is manslaughter. That's it. Life for life. Are you okay? The conversation should be, don't lay your hands on somebody because why, you can kill that person, and once that person is dead, you have nothing else to explain. It's over, full stop. There's no what about, there's nothing. If you buy somebody, I buy somebody, full stop. That's the conversation. Yeah. So I just needed to go on this topic a little bit again because of the way I saw that people were taking it, you know. Yeah, another thing I wanted to talk about here is what is going on in the US. Of course, what is going on in the US. If, for example, you are in the USA and you don't have documents, you know, this President Trump issue is I'm trying to play that video now. Where did I put that video? trying to oh, sorry guys. I'm not able to make this video big. Yeah, I don't know how to show you this video because I wanted to show you the video how the people who went to African shop, like African people who don't have documents in the USA, how they are running for their life because the people that Trump sent, that they are after them, or they are like seriously after them. That's the video I wanted to share with you guys, but I'm not able to open that video. Just a minute. I will do it in another way. Yeah. Yeah, let me see. I'm not able to. I'm trying to. I wanted to share another video with you guys. Please bear with me. Yeah, so there is this story that is trending that I wanted us to talk about. Um, about
My name is Dr. Easy T, music executive, Easy Concepts Global, Easy Global Ministry. We're here at the court. There had been a purported and orchestrated evil agenda to sell the wrong impression to the public.
I wanted us to share this video. I wanted to talk about this video because you guys, you know Mercy Chinwo, she's one of the Christian musicians. So it was in the news like 2 weeks ago that the people that are managing her music, that they were channeling the money, and the money they were calling, guys, the money they were calling was about more than 300,000. Like, yes, they were calling more than 300,000, 340 something thousand dollars. Yeah, they were calling $345,000. And the charge is that this man here, that he stole $345,000 that is belonging to Mercy Chinwo, and because of that they arrested him. You know, when you are listening to, I actually like Mercy Chinwo, and I listen to her music, especially this, for example, this recent one she did, we move, and you know, like yeah, her music anyways, her gospel music. So it's been in the news that this man cheated on her and took her money to the tune of $345,000. Like, we are talking about dollars, so not naira. And because of that, they have arrested this guy and they put him in jail. And so I want us to listen to what this brother is saying.
That we're running, and we keep wondering why we should be running. This is our country. No notice was given to me. We didn't know anything about the notice. And I've been appearing. I was at the EFCC on the 10th of December precisely, and I waited for about 4 hours, and nobody attended to me. We're here in Nigeria. If a fundamental human right action had been filed against my right that was breached because I was detained for about 9 days in Ilorin, April last year, and I needed to find out why should I be breached. Because why should I be detained? There was no court order for why my accounts were frozen, the company accounts as well. My company business was rendered completely put on the pause, and we wanted to find out why should this happen. This transaction is all predicated on the premise of a contract. There's a contractual relationship, for goodness sake, and this contractual relationship, prepared by a certified lawyer, Udo Udoma, who is our copyright lawyer. There was a breach on this contract where the said artist, who is supposed to be a gospel artist, who is supposed to have integrity, who is supposed to sing Jesus and mean Jesus, who is supposed to keep to her words and terms of agreement, breached the contract, boycotted monies for events into her personal accounts, where it was using the same contents that belongs to us, earns those monies personally without any form of remittance. We were remitting royalty until we sent a mail officially and said we would no longer send a mail to you any more royalties until there's a proper mutual financial reconciliation. We need to have a meeting, and this will be done on the premise of an unbiased audit without any form of religious influence of one of your fathers or your mothers who have your interest and want to twist us to do what is not wrong. It's about justice. No, when we say these things, is it about money? No, this is not just about money. This is about truth. This is about sincerity. This is about integrity. This is about saying yes and you keep to yes. This is a 50-50 transaction where we have not even recouped capital. By that, I mean we're sharing 50-50 on gross, not on net, and that's a fair contract, for goodness sake. But when I got to the EFCC, I was told not to write my truth. I was told there's nothing about contract. All they just deal with is figures, and I should just write the monies that I'm owing. And I say we can't talk about monies without talking about what gave birth to money. The monies came as a result of the contract. This contract, monies was invested into the artist, and it generated this amount of money. And if there was money that was supposed to come to us and it wasn't coming, and we communicated, you cannot communicate and divert. You can't divert what you have communicated. And there's a mail to that effect. So how is this diversion? That's the question. The monies went into the right channels. By right channels, I mean the accounts that are known to the artist. There was no mail, regarding diversion of money. There was no resentment whatsoever with respect to how finances were going up until when this contract was breached. And we have every evidence to clear this. How then is this a criminal offense? This is a purported plan by a cartel of evil people who have the face and the mask of Christianity to destroy the system, to give an impression. I'm talking about someone who has earned over $1,500,000 from the same contract. How do you discredit what you have benefited from? The over $600,000 we're talking about is just for streams, not even for events. We have series of meetings where you went for, you didn't tell people you were going, you hid it because you didn't want us to know. That's not transparency, for goodness sake. There is nowhere on the surface of the earth that you hear a label taking 50 and giving the artist 50. And I mean, we paid rent for 5 years, you didn't pay a dime, you don't have a receipt. We gave you cars for all the period, we expended 100% expenditure on your career. This is unfair. This is not the right thing to do. We didn't go to court. We went to court because I wanted to ask that my fundamental right. And why? Because every time I made efforts to see how we can sit down to resolve, the clergies refused. They said my attempt to want to have a peaceful resolution meant weakness, and I would not be bold enough to say, if I don't have anything else, I have my truth, I have my voice, and the world will hear. This is us at the court here at Federal High Court. I was told that I ran away and I'm here. This is Dr. Iziti. We had also said the right thing to do is to go through an arbitration. When the audits collapsed because of the bias by the people who are supposed to handle it right, we now said, okay, let's explore what the contract provides, which is arbitration through the multi-law court, where this platform brings an independent auditor, either from ICANN, that is neutral and not affiliated to any of the parties, to look into the books. I will publish all our books to the world to see, and let her publish hers as well. Let there be transparency to the world, since we cannot settle it privately. What I will not take is to be twist. I would not be bullied. I would not be intimidated. No, I would not. It won't happen. Nobody has exclusivity or monopoly of madness. The law is the law, and it's clear. Regarding catalog, I've been threatened that they will put charges on me. They will put charges on me using the clicks and the connections that they have, and I won't have an option. And I won't have an option but to relinquish the catalog. I must go to jail. But all sorts of all manner of threats, and this is coming from Christians, people who call the name of the Lord. We are here at the court, and we have filed for a motion for the warrant of arrest to be set aside until it is clearly established if this is a civil transaction or not. And as God will have it, the judge and the court has granted that motion be set aside. I want to thank you for following this. Please pay attention to the truth. Don't be a fanatic. Don't say, oh, I love this person, I hate. No, pay attention closely to the sequence of what this has happened. There are picture evidences, there are video evidences, there are contractual witnesses to this, and these people are alive. Let questions be asked. Don't be swayed by your love and emotions, the emotional connection you have to the people who sing. Don't be deceived by religiosity. No, a lot of times appearance is not reality. Pay attention to the nitty-gritty of this. This event is going to unveil and unravel a lot of evil that goes on within the gospel ecosystem. My name is Dr. Iziti, and I want to thank the members of press and the public for granting me here. On my left are part of members of my team, my legal department, and we have Barrister Isaac here, and we have Barrister Maxwell. Thank you so much, my lead counsel, Dr. Ubani San, Ife, and everyone who is a part of ensuring that this truth is cascaded to the world, and members of the public. Thank you so much.
Please allow some follow-up questions. First is, you said you reeled out a number of things that you did for Mercy Chinwo. Is this exclusive to her?
Sorry?
You reeled out a number of things that you did for her.
Yeah.
In your press release, you said you made her, you said you gave her a flat apartment.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Is this exclusive to Mercy Chinwo? Or
with respect to her contract. So that's the contractual obligation. From our own end, we're supposed to provide all costs. It's a 360 deal, which means a recording and management contract. So we provided all costs, production costs, housing costs, video costs, mobility costs, and we have the receipts and evidence for all of this. Yes. So yeah.
Is it exclusive to Mercy Chinwo?
It is not exclusive to. It is exclusive to all the artists on the label. Yes, please. Herself and every other person that is part of this orchestrated conspiracy.
So all other artists enjoy.
They enjoyed it, yeah. Yes, please. Yes.
50-50 for every other artist.
Yes, so it's a 50-50 for her, and then it's a 60-40 and 40-60 for some others, and then 50-50 for. But at the end of the day, the ratio is 50-50. Yes, based on the agreements. Yeah.
Okay, sir. And then you said when you were in the agency custody,
yes, please.
You stressed that it's a civil dispute.
Yes, please.
But they said they are dealing with
figures that I shouldn't talk about.
They want you to acknowledge that
was okay. The reason I stayed 9 days in EFCC is because they said to me that if I do not write what I am told to write, I would remain in detention. So because I needed to be free, it's my very first time being in the police station. I want to challenge the public that you will not find my name traced to any law enforcement agent anywhere in the world. I've never visited the police station before. I am a credible Nigerian. I do business and straight. But then I was told that if I do not write, compelling me to write in the manner I was being told to write, that I was going to remain in their custody. And what do you do?
And they transfer money from your account.
What do? You have to follow somehow. So under duress, I did the things that I did, and then I agreed to transfer a certain amount of money, of course, because the account was blocked. I didn't get a court order. Okay, $274,000 was made to be transferred to her, and then I said to them, "Why are you making me to transfer money to her when she is not remitting or giving back what she owes? She owes the company a third album and a couple of singles. She has money she's boycotted into her personal accounts that we're not aware of. She didn't give account of. She has events she had attended. We need this transparency has to be both ways. So it's already one-sided. You're right, ensuring that it just comes from we too, but because we were under a lot of pressure and we needed to be free, I had to concede to that, and that's what we went to challenge at the fundamental human rights.
Okay, so I just said I wanted to play this because since I heard this story, it's been somehow like I'm wondering like what is real, what is not real, like the money they are calling is big, I really want to hear more about it. And finally, I want us to see about the story that came out from Sahara Reporters today. Guys, I don't have any details about that news about the police that handled the Jele case being um, sacked. But I don't know. Like, for me personally, I just want to say, like, when are you going to release Ijele? That's just what I wanted to know. Yeah, let me pull up that news again. Where is that picture? I'm coming. I want to pull it up so that we can read it. I don't have the information on that news, so I want to go to Sahara Reporter so that we can read it together. You know. So, today we had this news that breaking Nigeria police sacks officer AGK who sorry, no, it's their website, so this thing will be coming. Nigeria police sacks officer Peter AGK, who colluded with Zion Ministries Ebuka Obi to prosecute Ijele Speaks for fraud. So that's the news. So this is the picture. They said, that it was prosecuted. So I wanted to hear more, like to understand more. So I don't know much, but for me, more importantly is, has he been released? When are they going to be releasing him? So that's the information. But I want us to read this news together. So let's know what happened to Ijele. So in December 2024, AGK was suspended along with Inspector Ekendu Edwin, Inspector Esther Okafor, and Sergeant Talabi Kayode, all attached to the Zone 7 headquarters in Abuja. DSP Peter AGK, a lawyer in charge of Zone 7 legal section, who connived with Prophet Ebuka Obi of Zion Prayer Movement Outreach to prosecute a blogger and content creator, Mr. Chizorom Harris, in the Facebook Ijele Speaks, has been dismissed for fraud. In December 2024, AGK was suspended along with Inspector Ekende Edwin, Inspector Esther Okafor, and Sergeant Talabi Kayode, all attached to this Zone 7 in so that's the story. I'm not seeing any other information, so I don't really know yeah, for what fraud, like more details. Okay, let me see, read more. Sources told Sahara Reporters on Saturday that AGK and the other police officers have been dismissed. The police officer, P2B, who connived with Prophet Ebukobi to falsely prosecute Ijele, has been dismissed from the police force for another of fraud, one of the sources said. So it's for another fraud. So this was back then, when Ijele came. You remember, guys, this was back then in when was this? I think this was in July or August. This very video here, when Ijele was in Lagos, when they were still doing the court case, this very video. But I don't know any other news, like I don't have any other personal information, but I got this update today that that they dismissed that guy. So I don't know in what relation. And for me personally, like, if they can use this opportunity to release Ijele, because obviously these are the people that Ebukobi use, and they connive with each other to do the that they are doing. So, it's very interesting when people that call themselves Christians are embroiled in all this kind of fraudulent activities. People you will expect that because they call God, that there should be integrity, that they should I don't say that maybe righteous, but at least try to be the ones that do the right thing. For example, like that man is saying that they asked him to sign and that they took money from his account and all those kind of a thing. And this one also, because I believe because that connection that they have with that man, that's why they were even able to transfer Ijele from Abuja to Lagos. Because if not for him, they would not have been able to do that. But we'll wait. Money day music, my brother. Money day music. Yeah. So at the end of the day, we will have to wait and see what is going to happen. But I personally, I believe that they will not go unpunished. All of them that have done this thing to Ijele, and that they are using Nigerian legal system and Nigerian police law enforcement system to do the opposite of what they are supposed to do. Yeah, we are looking forward that eventually there will be, I don't know what to say, because especially when I'm thinking about the kidney issue, like there's nothing that's going to change it, so it's very, very demoralizing for me. Let me just say it. When like above all, it's an health issue, and he's deep inside it now. Like I don't know if there's any retribution that can change that reality for him. It would be nice, but it just kind of demoralizes me and saddens me to think about it. Regardless that, even though I hope and I look forward to when those people who have played any role that they have played will, you know, be held accountable. Is Ijele would have taken that loss, and that hurts. That hurts. For what? For what? I see some people, they are saying, "Oh, today in line with this thing I was talking about in the beginning. This woman that this thing happened to, and someone was writing, oh, that's why George Onibe want to was insulting you. I thought you even have sense. You went to apologize to those tellers. You that where is your face? Bring it, come outside and talk. You will not do anyone." By the time me, I was talking, that one, he was there drinking Quaker oats. What is my own role in the condition he find himself? Hey, okay, you were with a set of people, and then everything changed for you, and then you turn around and make it an entire Igbo thing. Are you okay? Well, was it the whole Igbo that was there with you? Like, whatever. I don't care. So it's just hot to see that for what it is worth, it's just annoying. Yeah. Money day music. See the way they are calling thousands. We are talking about dollars. They are calling 200 and something. Like this guy, I said, they took $247,000 from his account. Like, wait, wow. Like 247,000, they took it from your account and put for the other person account. And the money they are talking about is just for streaming. It's not even like maybe royalty, or it's just streaming money. So there's money in music, and like there are videos on YouTube and all these other streaming outlets. They have millions and millions and millions of streams. Yeah, there's money in music. There's money in music. So yeah, my people, I just felt it pressed upon me to come and do this video, especially because of that narrative that they were putting on the memory of this young woman, which is not supposed to be so. So we should be at a place in our society, and when something like this happens, because we want to correct it, because we don't want it to repeat itself, because we don't want it to be the norm, and because we want it to be preserved, we want life to be valued, we do not bring up whataboutism in a situation like this. Rather, we show concern, we show empathy, we show we sympathize with the people that are left behind. You understand? Imagine these young children, and this is what they are going through at this point, and someone is there talking, justifying what they are passing through and blaming their mom. Like, think about it if you were one of those children. So you don't want to perpetuate that kind of line of thought. Instead, you want to show compassion. You want to show sympathy. You want to show some kind of condolences for the children, even not to bring up any topic. Is there any reason that, like you are going to say, oh, this justify why I'm going to buy somebody? No, you don't take law into your hands. If someone is cheating, and it's not your property, it's a human being. You're not the day they were born. Then you part way. Everybody go their way. Why does it have to change, end in violence? Yeah, why? There's no room for violence. So even if I see a child that is being maltreated, I'm going to say the same thing. There's no room for that. You do not maltreat children. It's wrong. And even I see a woman that is being mean-spirited to her husband and is being very mean and vicious, I will say it is wrong. You don't do that. It's evil. Don't do that. Where is your conscience? How can you treat your own husband like that, the father of your children? We should be able to say that, regardless of race, regardless of gender. That is what makes us human. That's what makes us whole. That's what makes us builders. You should be able to see a wrong and call it what it is without any form of whataboutism. If a woman does something wrong to a man or a child or anybody, it is wrong. The same way if a man does it. In America, so many times you see situation where even the women are the one that masterminded the buying of their husband or their partner, or one way or the other. Those stories come up the whole time. You're not going to say, hey, what about all the time the men are the one buying the women? What about that time when that? No, you have to take it case by case. Who did it? What is the consequence for what you have done? You are going to pay for it. Full stop. And that should be the conversation. The conversation should never leave there and enter justification. So we have to understand that this is social media, and so many people, you don't know the kind of condition that they are going from. People come on social media and they are learning. So what are they learning? That should be also your thinking. So there should be no room for whataboutism. There should only be room for sympathy, concern, and a call and cry for justice for the woman, and justice for what has happened to her, and consequences for the person who have perpetrated this kind of evil. Full stop. There's really no other conversation that has to be had there, right? Yeah, so thank you so much, my people, for being a part of this program. I'm very happy that I'm able to do this. And yeah, I think I will later. I'm going to split the videos into the different sections and upload them separately, so you can have them in those sections. And if there's anything that I forgot to show you guys that video. Sorry guys, I need to show you guys that video before I go. I need to show you guys that video. I need to show you guys that video. I've completely forgotten. I wanted to show you guys the video of I just hope I don't get struck. I don't even know. I don't know if it is okay for me to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So let me make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, so you can see let me put this one. So this is I don't know, can you see it? I hope you can see it. This is police. They went to African shop, a complex where you have a lot of African shops, to take people who don't have documents. So someone from this part of the US sent me the video. So if you know somebody, if you are in the USA or you know somebody that is in the USA and that person don't have paper, don't be going to African shop. Oh, don't be going to African shop. They can catch you. Don't go to African shop. See, everybody, so many people don't have document. I mean, I'm sorry guys that I'm laughing. I know it's not a laughing matter, but it's just the way they are running, just kind of funny to me. So I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
So these are people running for their life.
Mira, mira. Hoy sí. Hoy, mira lo que pasó.
Just kind of surrounding people up, and people are running. So President Trump has come. So some people that were thinking that President Trump is going to, I don't know what he's
me dio miedo, me dio miedo.
do anything, but this is the situation.
Me dio miedo, yo creo que fue allá. Mira. Oh my God. Mira. Sí, encontraron, creo. Mira. Oh my God. Oímos 2, 3 disparos, creo que sí lo encontraron, estaba ahí cerca. Oh my goodness. Mira, ahí van los somos los buenos.
So, and I saw a video. It's like a war plane, like big military plane. So those people, they were going inside it. They were going inside it. I think many of them.
Oh, está adentro.
So now, everywhere you have to, if you are going somewhere, hold something to identify yourself. So, like just hold something to identify yourself. It's not funny. So President Trump mean business. They have started massive deportation. I have some videos.
Oh my God, aquí vamos a quedar. Mejor, yo creo que es mejor vamos porque está cabrón.
I didn't share that video with you guys, but this is just saying. So if you know, if you are somewhere in America, if you are in America or you have somebody in America, just tell them that they should mind where they are going if they don't have documents. Of course, a lot of people have documents. That's not what I'm saying. I know that a lot of people have documents, but if you don't have documents, know that the ICE, that's what they call them, ICE, they are going everywhere now. So this is one of the action of President Trump. So he said he don't want any illegal immigrants. So if you are in America and you don't have documents, they will come after you. They will pick you up in the middle of the road, anywhere you are. They don't care. So I pray that God Almighty will protect you all. I hope that you will not fall into their hands and see yourself in their plane to be deported. But yeah, that's the reality of what is going on now in the USA. They are deporting people like front and back. Like I don't have a possibility to show you this picture, but you can see. I want you to look at this picture. Can you see it? So this is like a plane, and you can see them going into the plane. So they are really carrying people back. They are really carrying people back. Yeah. So that's it. So Trump has come. Action is going on. Politics does matter all over the world, so who you vote for, who gets into office, it really matters. Yeah, so that's just it. Yeah, so my people, thank you so much for being a part of this program. I wish that you have a good evening, and we will see now. Maybe they already have documents. If they don't have documents, Oyo is their name. Because this place now, like, where they have all these shops, most of the time, all these shops, they will have people who don't have documents to be working for them so that they can pay them cheaper. You know, they want to maximize profit. So it's a very good place for them to hire, to pick up people. And now Trump have also given them the green light to go to churches and schools. Those places used to be off limits. So now they are going to churches. They are going. So tomorrow they will go to churches like on our and there are some places that they call them sanctuary cities, like where you can go, like you will be protected from police and all those things. There's nothing like that again. So everything is off limits. And so yeah, that is just the situation right now. Good night, everyone. Unfortunately, for those who don't have their documents, of course. Yeah.